Good afternoon, everybody. It is February 27th, and for today's market report, we're going to take a look at the four markets that I primarily look at for the Oklahoma City residential housing market. And so taking a look at this first window, as you look at these, it becomes pretty apparent that each market is very different. And so you have to be careful where you're getting your news sources from and so forth, because as you could tell, the difference between Edmond's median price of $433,000 and Oklahoma City's median price of $269,999 is substantially different. And so whenever we start diving into these numbers, it's important to remember that real estate is a neighborhood and a regional issue, not so much a national one, as all the economies are different. And so we'll start with Edmond today. Edmond's market right now, the median list price is $433,840. That's up slightly from the week before. Now we do see a bump in the median price of new listings, and this number is trending up, and we're currently at $404,950. The average price per square foot, it's pretty flat in terms of growth. It's up about 10 cents, so we're at $195.24 this week compared to we're down 10 cents compared from last week. The average days on market is 132 days. That's up by 2 days from last week. The median days on market is currently 98. That's up from 95 the week before. As far as price decreases are concerned, in the Edmond market, we've seen this number trend down for quite some time. I mean, the high was right around the 28th of November, and right now we're sitting at 26 or 25.53% taking price decreases. As you can see, relisted inventory is growing. That's pretty common coming out of the winter market, going back into the spring. As far as inventory is concerned, we have 893 properties. That's only up by 1 compared to the week before. And the market action index is 33.27, which is up slightly from the week before, which was at 33. And so overall, as you could tell, the Edmond market is still a little bit of a seller's market compared to some of the other markets whenever we get into this further. And so that is Edmond. So now we'll jump back to Norman. Norman's median list price currently is $379,384. That's up from the week before, which was $375,000. As far as the median price of new listings is concerned, this number is also up in Norman. So last week it was $250,000. This week it's at $359,975. Price per square foot is up slightly from the week before. It's currently $177.35 compared to $176.84. The average days on market for Norman is longer than Edmond. We're at 147 days in Norman. That's up from the week before, which was at 142. As far as the median days on market is concerned, we're at 119. That's up from 112 last week. And about 30% of homes have taken price decreases in Norman compared to about that 19% in Edmond. So we're currently at 30.05. As far as relisted inventory is concerned, we're at 17%, 16.84%. That's down slightly from the week before, which was 17.05. We have 386 homes currently on the market. That's down by 5 compared to the week before. And we have a little bit softer seller's market compared to normal. We're at 33.17 compared to 33.37 the week before. So now, take a look at Oklahoma City. So the thing to remember about Oklahoma City, the vast differences between the median list price, is that the Oklahoma City market has substantially more houses than the rest of the markets that we take a look at. And so, the more numbers you have, that affects your averages and so forth. So the median list price is down. It's currently $269,999. That's down from $274,900 last week. The median price of new listings is relatively flat. We're currently at $230,000 compared to $236,000 last week. As far as the price per square foot is concerned, this number has trended down in Oklahoma City. We're currently at $160.51. That's down slightly from $160.67 last week. Average days on market is less than Norman. We're currently at 121 and trending down compared to 124 last week. The median days on market is 84. That's down from 91 last week. Price decreases are higher here as well compared to Edmond. We're currently at 31.91% compared to 31.83 last week. As far as relisted inventory is concerned, we're up. We're starting to trend up in this market as well. We're currently at 15.93 compared to 15.8, and that number has risen since all the way back to January 2nd. As far as inventory is concerned, we have about 1,821 units. That is up slightly compared to last week, which was 1,772. And as far as the market action index is concerned, this is a little bit stronger seller's market compared to Edmond and even Norman. And we're currently at 35.10, and that's down slightly from 35.23 last week. Our last market, Guthrie, we are currently have a median list price of $349,990 that has been flat over the last 2 weeks. The median price of new listings is down slightly, and it appears to be trending down over the last couple of weeks. We are currently at $339,500 compared to $382,450 last week. The average price per square foot is starting to trend up a little bit. We're at $179.81, and that's up from $179.24 last week. Average days on market is 128, and that is down slightly from 130 last week. Median days on market is 105. That number has stayed flat over the last 2 weeks. Now, we do see substantially more price decreases in the Guthrie market, which is in line with kind of what we were seeing in the other markets. And so that number is currently 33.18%. As far as relisted inventory is concerned, we really kind of hovered around this 15 to 17% number. For Guthrie, we're currently at 17.06. Inventory-wise, that number is climbing, and I would anticipate that it will continue to do that during the spring market. We're at 211 compared to 203 the week before. And the market action index indicates that Guthrie is a little bit more of a buyer's friendly market. They're actually more buyer friendly than the other 3 markets that we've taken a look at. So with all that in mind, as we go into the spring, just know that these numbers are probably going to increase. We have seen some changes in the mortgage rates trending down as well. So it seems to be that the conditions are starting to show themselves that we're probably going to have a pretty active spring market compared to the last few years. If you have any questions about your specific neighborhood, city, or town, feel free to reach out. My number is 580-917-2731. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.